we can find in their embrace, and a little more is needed to bring love. Then smile on their face. I believe that God sent His grandparents as a legacy from above to share the moments of their life as extra measures of His love. Friends, we present before you a plate highlighting the items of Gandhiji's life and the importance of grandparents in our lives. Our teacher said, tomorrow is Gandhi Jayanti, the birthday of Mahatma Gandhi. Why do we have a holiday this day? What did he do that we remember him? Absolutely, I'll tell you. Mahatma Gandhi is known as the father of the nation. He was an inventor of a unique way of protest and struggle. That is, through truth and non-violence. His ideals continue to be a source of inspiration and emulation to all of us. Tell me, what is something? Can you follow the message of Gandhiji? Yes, son. Why not? Gandhiji said, you must be the change you want to see in the world. Come on, I'll take you to a play on Gandhiji. स्वार्थ में डूब गए हैं। मुझे यकीन है नई पीढ़ी जरूर आकर्षक हमारे, लगते हैं ये हमको प्यारे। करे हमारा है सपना ये पूरा, इनके बिना परिवार है अधूरा। कहना है आज बस हमें यही, दूर न होना हमसे अब यही है फर्ज हमारा, इनके प्रति न पहुंचाए इनके सम्मान को ठेस और क्षति। दादा दादी हमको प्यारे, हम ही हैं इनके दुलारे। दादा दादी हमको प्यारे। Let us respect our grandparents. Love them. Care for them. Give them time. Obey them. We hope that through this assembly we have been able to send the message across, and also hope that all of you enjoyed the program as much we enjoyed putting it up for you. May we now request our principal ma'am to kindly say a few words.
Good morning, children. Good morning, parents and grandparents. It's wonderful to see so many grandparents around. And, well, I'm absolutely overwhelmed by this beautiful assembly. It's a 3-in-1 assembly, so many thoughts have come and gone that it's very difficult to put it all together. First of all, let me start with the grandparents. A very, very warm welcome to all of you, and we all know what special role the grandparents have in the lives of children. I am myself a grandparent too, and I think grandparents' role is only to love, and through love maybe a bit of disciplining, but not like parents. Like so many times, my daughter tells me that, well, you didn't allow us to do this, and you didn't let me do this. I said, well, I was not your grandparent, so you can't compare me with yourself. So I think grandparents do have a very, very special place in our children's hearts, and as we've just seen, the main role of a grandparent seems to be telling them stories and making them teach and teaching them various things of life through stories, and that's what children love the most, they love the best, and that's what I think brings them really, really close to grandparents. So thank you very much, grandparents, those of you who have found time to come and join us here. I'm sure you're proud of your children. If they have been performing, you're proud to see how they are growing up, how they are blossoming, how they are flourishing under your tutelage, and of course under the care of their beautiful and responsible teachers. It's always two-way traffic, I think whatever happens to children, it is always something happens at home and something happens in school, and if the two can work in tandem, if the two can work together, then I think that gives the best results. So children, those of you who have your grandparents, how many of you live with your grandparents? Wow! That's the beauty of our country. Wonderful, wonderful. And you must all be loving them. Don't you give them a big clap? All your grandparents. I think that is the beauty of our country, that is the beauty of our nation. It binds the society together, living with different generations, I think keeps alive the traditions and actually is a binding force for the family. So, yes, we love the grandparents, we value their presence, we value their time that they give us, don't we? Don't you value the time that your grandparents give you? Yes, and do they protect you if mommy and daddy are angry with you? Yes, ma'am, yes. So that was, I think, a very, very important aspect of today's program. And other than that, of course, Gandhiji is a big influence in all our lives. Children, we are extremely lucky that we have a person like Gandhi who belongs to India. You know, Gandhiji's name is known all over the world. Everybody knows the name of Gandhiji. But we are special because he belongs to us. He is ours. So that's a very big thing for us. And each and every word that he uttered, I think, is a quote. You can quote whatever he said, because every time he was teaching you something. He was such a great man. Why was he great? Because he gave up his life for the country, for his motherland. He was a very, very successful man. He was a very, very successful barrister. And he used to earn a lot of money when he was working as a barrister in South Africa. And he was living a life of, well, a lot of money around him. A very lavish lifestyle he had. But one day it struck him that probably there were lots of reasons for it, but he came back to the country to give his life, to dedicate his services to the motherland. And for that, what did he do? He gave up everything. He didn't even wear proper clothes. You know that, don't you? Yes. So he went and met the King of England also in those clothes. He didn't care. So it requires a lot of courage, it requires a lot of guts to do it. And I think a person like him, a leader like him, we should salute every day, not just on his birthday, or not just on Martyrdom Day, or on special days when we should remember, but we should remember his teachings each and every day. At the moment, we are taking up one part of his teaching, which is about cleanliness, which is such an important thing, children. Many of you have travelled outside the country also, I'm sure. And what strikes you the most when you go out is the cleanliness of those countries. And doesn't it make you feel small? Doesn't it make you feel, why is my country not like this? Why is my country not clean enough? Does it ever strike you? It does. It pains you somewhere. But who's going to do it? We always think that it is the people who clean roads and people who work for us. It's their job. I'll throw dirt here, I'll throw dirt there. I come back to the school every day to a clean classroom. It's spick and span. But who's done it? Is it some Aladdin's magic lamp? Or is it somebody who's doing it behind you? Yes, there are people working behind you who work a lot to keep your environment clean. But is that fair? Is that right? Is that right? It is right for other people to clean up your dirt? Then think and say what you are saying. Is it right that you make the place dirty and somebody comes after you to clean it up? It's not right. So what should you do? You should always keep your environment clean. You should not throw stuff here and there in the classroom or near the canteen or anywhere in the school. It starts with your home, it starts with your school, because these are the two very important places, two very important parts of your life. At home also, I'm sure all of you have lots of people to work for you who keep your place clean. So that is not how it should be. Your mother does it and there are other people also who do it. You should be doing it yourselves, and once you make that a habit from this age, you will never be able to do anything else other than keeping yourself clean in a clean environment. Never throw anything out of the car window. So many of you do. You take a toffee or a chocolate and you throw the wrapper outside. It's such a big world and just a piece of paper. What difference will it make? Don't you think like that? Yes, you do. And you throw things out of the window of the bus, you throw things out of the window of the car. Now next time you do it, you will first stop, ask yourself, am I doing the right thing? Should I be doing it? And then someone within you, inside you, will tell you, no, you are not doing the right thing. If you always ask yourself, that person sitting inside you always gives you the right answer. That is called your conscience. Your conscience will always tell you what is right and what is wrong. So always ask your conscience. If you have a doubt when you're doing something, you know that you're doing something naughty and you shouldn't be doing it, and yet you want to do it, just stop for a minute, Ask yourself, ask your conscience, is it the right thing that I'm doing? Should I be doing it? Your conscience will always tell you whether it's right or wrong, and you should work accordingly. So next time, start in small ways. Do not throw anything in the class. Do not throw anything in your room at home. I'm sure there is a dustbin somewhere. In the class there is a dustbin. Do not throw anything in the bus. Do not throw anything out of the window. These are some of the small things you can do which will ultimately add up into a big thing that will not only clean your room, your school, your environment, but gradually it will clean up the environment of the city. It will improve the cleanliness of the city that you live in, the environment that you live in, the area that you live in, then the city, then the state, then the country, and in this way an entire country will become clean. So it is each one of us has this responsibility. It is the responsibility of each one of us. Don't expect people around you to do it only. They will also do it because it's also their job. And this is what Gandhiji had emphasized in his life. That don't always depend on others, do it yourself. Everything begins with you. He always emphasized the importance of self-discipline. Do it yourself, and whatever you can do yourself, don't wait for another person to do it. Is it clear? Do you understand what I am saying? Yes. And would you start doing it from today? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Okay. And the third component of the assembly was the Dashera assembly, the Dashera part of it. Well, that's festivity, that's festival time, holiday time, enjoyment time, and lots of food, lots of sweets, lots of nice clothes, lots of fun. Well, that's also part of life. Enjoy yourself, have a good break, and we'll see you after you come back. Okay? Thank you.